Okay, I think we're live. Wahoo, we made it. Okay. How long can it last for him? That's a good question. But the courts, the courts have had enough with these guys. I don't think they're going to let them really drag things out. They know that's the MO. Drag it out, drag it out. So, yeah. Yeah, I think they will, because you can only fly in the face of it for so long. Really. You can't just continue to go out there and give them the one finger salute and say, I don't care. Okay, what are you going to do about it? Well, they may show up what they're going to do about it. Hi, JWB. So, it'll be good when they start really taking action and making them cool their jets in jail. Okay, then they'll start getting serious about maybe talking. But yeah, no, that needs to come soon. That needs to come soon. Hi, Sachi. Jalesia. Nice name. George Stewart. Hi. Sandy. Hi. El Vigil. Buenas noches. Namaste. Yeah, so I just threw cards from Bannon. That's my card for investigating. They're going to investigate. They're looking at what he's planted. Time's running out. They've got busy little bees behind the scenes, and they've about had enough of it. Okay, they've had enough of their stuff. So yeah, they're saying, this is ridiculous. Okay. Hi, Vixen. Thank you for the thumbs up. I do so appreciate it. Ever reach a higher dimension as a human race? Okay, so what I get is, some people trying to get away with things. It's going to take a big, huge tower moment for them to move forward as a people to make a radical change. Okay, so for people to move to a higher dimension, yeah, eventually they will, but it's not going to be everybody at once, and it's going to take some real, to reach a higher dimension. Really, you've got to go through the ego, the breakdown of ego. Okay, so not everybody's going to do that at once. 35-year-old man was found dead outside the Russian embassy in Berlin. Oh my goodness. Police will only say fell out of a window from a great height. Was he murdered by the Russians? Oh my goodness. Let's look and see what we have. That is a good question. What to help heal people? Need to help, heal ourselves first. Got to heal yourself first. Okay. Well, what I get was an action. Action was taken. There may be some information coming out. This was a thing that was worked together. There was a lot of, a lot of things up in the air about how he left. So it's not really telling me. Okay, let me see. It says, yes, he was murdered. I'm asking if he jumped of his own accord, and it's skewed. Okay. So they may have, I think they kind of helped him, with that. Yeah. So we'll have to see what comes out of it. Because I said, did he jump of his own accord? It's kind of like, So, yeah. So again, for collective to heal, everybody's got to heal themselves. You can't heal somebody else. They have to make the journey themselves and want to heal. Okay. You have a lot of anger around to people living with you right now. Yeah, an accidental suicide. It's a good way to say it. Yeah, you've got to just see that the people around you are dealing with their own nonsense, okay, or maybe they're not dealing with it and they want to project it onto somebody else. Okay, so best thing to try to do is not take it on yourself. Okay, see where it's coming from and leave it with them. They're going to have to deal with it, whatever it is that they're going through. Okay. A lot of times people will want to project things onto you, make you the bad person, and it's nonsense that they're not handling. Okay. A woman in Oklahoma had a miscarriage when she was 19. She was sentenced to 4 years in prison because she admitted to having taken meth while pregnant. Four years of congenital abnormalities might also have caused it. Okay. Will she be okay? Well, at least hopefully while she's in prison, she gets off of meth and can turn things around. But let's look and see what's her time going to be like in prison. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome, Vixen. Sometimes it's hard to see when you're in the midst of going through it and you're around really toxic people. But if you see it, and really look at it, you see that it really has nothing to do with you. You recognize it's their own drama. And it's a little easier to let go of it that way. Well, I think she's going to have a hard time. Okay, she's chained to the drugs. It's got her mental confusion tied up. Okay. There may be people around that want to help her, but she's, she's going to be tied up in her drama for a while. Okay. A lot of states have criminalized drug use during pregnancy, a higher level crime. Yeah, she's going to have a hard time in prison. Okay. Yeah, I mean, they're getting crazier and crazier with stuff out there for sure. But I mean, it's sad too if you have somebody that's doing drugs or alcohol and you have a child born with fetal alcohol, fetal syndrome and stuff. They have to live with that the rest of their lives. Okay. So, yeah, a chromosomal aberration when drugs are used, DNA damage permanently. Yeah. So, I mean, you can see both sides of it, you know. You see the side, you know, the child who's born has to deal with it the rest of life, or children that are born addicted. Okay. And they have to go through withdrawals. The minute they're born, they're going through withdrawal. It's really sad. Or look at the people that were given drugs that we didn't know, thalidomide. Okay. They were given thalidomide, said it was safe, and we have all those children that were born, you know, with deformed limbs, missing limbs and stuff. So not easy. It's not an easy answer. Okay. Whether it's from toxic drug use, or whether, you know, one is given something that you're told is safe and then you find out it's not safe. Okay. You have to deal with the consequences of children born to addicted parents. Yeah, it's heartbreaking. It's a sad thing that we're dealing with. Okay. So, what other topics do we have this evening? We've got quiet people. $3 billion submarine called USS Connecticut hit a previously unknown underwater mountain. Will anyone be blamed, or is it a fluke? Will somebody be blamed? What happened with this submarine? You would think they would have had sonar. Okay. Is somebody not watching the sonar? I mean, that's supposed to let you know, you know, if something's ahead. That's why they have sonar. No one died, thank goodness. Well, we may not see it. It says there's, you know, a lot of things up in the air with it. I think this has to do with the submarine captain, some victory. There will be some hard looking at things, and stuff that's hidden. Okay. Some other things that are hidden. So we'll have to see what happens. Will we see UFO disclosures this year? No one died, thank God. Yeah. Well, if it was a technical glitch and they didn't see sonar, wasn't picking it up or something, then that's another thing. Okay. Doesn't look like there are going to be a lot of disclosures yet on it. You know, things are charging forward. More people are going to be looking into it, emotional stuff. It's being juggled. People are still infighting about it, and, you know, taking bumps with it. I think, there are those people that individually continue to have, interactions with them, but it doesn't look like it's going to be a big reveal to all of humanity or the planet when it comes to UFOs. Okay. Will East Coast be hit with a bad hurricane in November? I thought hurricane season is over, but we'll look. I don't think so. It says moving away. Okay. Hurricane season is moving away. Let's see. Hi, Wild Child Tarot. I like that name. With the rise of divine feminine and rise of divine masculine, will the patriarchal mentality begin to lift from the earth? Oh, it's going to take some time. Okay. But let's look and see what it has to say. I mean, things are going to have to change, but okay, it says, we have to have higher aspirations for things to move forward and evolve in the world when it comes to divine feminine taking place, okay? They're not ready to give up their seats of power yet. So, yeah, it's going to take a while. Anything on the COP26 conference? Will big polluters change? They don't have real solid agreements on things, okay? Unfortunately, I think more needs to be done than they're agreeing to. Okay, it's going to take a strong leadership, some new things coming in, and I think this has to do with overabundance of water, floods, that type of thing. And people really have to be to the point of not wanting anymore. They have to really reach a point of desperation. And I don't think they have enough desperation yet to really make that huge of a difference. Hope I'm wrong with that. Is there being more UFOs appearing, or does it just seem so? I think it's just being more openly talked about, okay? With the internet, and we've got so many videos coming out on it. So, yeah, I think that's it. It's just becoming more talked about. Let's see. Happy birthday to everyone this month. Yes, that's a good one. For those who not yet tapped on the like button, yes, please do that. Thank you so much for that, people. I do appreciate it. Few children, for a couple of different reasons, have mistakenly been given adult doses. Oh, okay. You asked before on that, and I already answered on that. I think it has to do with the same as, the dogs. Now, my little 3-pound poodle gets the same dose as a Great Dane, okay? And for Max, he's been fine with it. But when my little 3-pound poodle got it, he developed OCD. It just really fried his nervous system. So I think for some, they'll be fine with it. But there are others, if they have a, light constitution, not a real strong constitution, that they could have some problems with it. Okay. Same thing as my little dog. He developed, I worked with him. He was socialized. He was doing really well with people and everything. And when he got the rabies dose, it fried his nervous system. He developed OCD, who was afraid of everybody. It just totally changed his whole personality. So, I was really nervous to get Max his shots and everything, but Max has been fine with it. So you just never know. But, it's like that with anything. Some people can eat peanuts, and for some people, it'll kill them. Okay. Everything on the planet is like that. For some people, it's quite fine. It's great. And for other people, they'll have a massive reaction. So there's just no carte blanche one answer to that. Okay. I wish it were. It would make it so much easier, wouldn't it? But unfortunately, it's not that easy. Okay. If you get dosed with something you're not supposed to, do a cleanse, 2 or 3 cleanses to get it out of your system. Okay, well, they could try it. Yeah. I heard there would be much global turmoil at 2022 until May or June. What do the cards say? There is going to be difficulties in rationing supplies, things like that. We read on that today. Okay. More food shortages and things because of the lack of the fertilizer and that stuff, and having the big floods and all the other stuff that's going on. Okay. Supplies being held up. So that's going to be difficult for sure. And let's look and see what else it says. Okay, there's going to be, it says, some judgment. One's trying to get away with some things, and some harsh judgment coming. So it looks like some things are going to be coming down the pike. Like I said, read on it today, and those that are wealthy are going to make money off of this. Okay. When it comes to supplies, they're going to really jack the prices up and that type of thing. And then again, just getting away with, not honoring climate change and the other things. Yeah, there's going to be turmoil stuff coming up. Okay. Will the 6 Democrats who voted against the infrastructure bill pay any consequences? Well, we'll have to wait till the next vote. Okay, till they come up again. Okay, but otherwise, no, there's no consequences that are going to happen with them. Okay, that's up to their constituency. Okay, yeah, it's like we were saying today. When you go to the store, it's not about panicking, but just to be on the safe side, buy some canned meats, or buy, things that you can keep on your shelves for quite some time, things that'll go far. Okay, just in case we have a food shortage, just in case it gets pretty bad. So again, it's not about panicking, but because prices are rising on everything too. So if you can get things now and just kind of put a few things aside so you have them, like I have a big bag of beans, and I have some dehydrated bell peppers and some other things so I can season it. And then when I go to the store, I'm going to buy, just cans of tuna and like chili con carne without the beans, and, stuff like that you can keep. Some canned potatoes, just a few things that you can keep just in case you need it. Okay. But this is not about getting crazy. We're not like the doomsdayers that you're going to put fill up a room full of supplies. So, okay. Congressman Joya Paul said in an interview that progressives who didn't vote on Biden's plan were actually planning to force Republicans to vote for it and have it be bipartisan. Okay. You're always great. Thank you for staying with Hogarth and us. Oh, yeah, no problem. I apologize for not being here yesterday. Okay. My little troll person over there just went nuts on it that I cared more about my watch than my people here. I missed one thing in about 10, 15 years. So that was the big rant over there. But, again, I try to make up for it. If there's some reason I can't be there, I'll try to make up and we'll have it the next day or whatever. Sometimes things happen. What are you going to do? Either you get out there, especially if I'm out in the van, sometimes I may get out there and I don't have a good signal. If that happens, then we just have to plan it another time, but no, I always try to make it if we have something scheduled for sure. I don't like to leave anybody hanging. So, yeah. Koalas, chlamydia? Oh my God. Yeah, it's life. Koalas? How in the world? I don't even want to know. Okay, I don't want to know how they got chlamydia to begin with. I don't even want to go there. Okay. What about chlamydia in the koalas? Poor koalas. Well, they've had this virus for many years. Oh my goodness. Well, what we get here is, usually this is my card for America or values. It could also be, that she's pregnant, she's giving. This is a strong thing. It looks like they're going to need to do some sort of definitely some medication with them. Okay. Wish fulfilling, and we have the temperance balance. So it looks like we're going to have to try to do a real big medical intervention for them, okay, in order to move them forward. So let's hope they get the medical interventions that they need. Yeah, it's so sad with the fires and stuff with the animals. It's just, Lord, we have stuff going everywhere, don't we? It's a sad state when we have stuff like that happening. Oh, mercy. Oop, let me grab these cards. So what else do we have going on today? Yeah, that's good. They need to have a lot of the medical aid with them. Yeah, I'm sure the fires aren't helping their immune system. That's for sure. Koalas are so cute. So what else do we have going on? Well, it just says Astroworld again. We had, a big action. People got emotional, they ran, and deaths occurred. Okay, deaths occurred. And that can happen very easily. I was talking about it today. I lived in San Francisco and I went out for the Chinese New Year's parade. Okay. And we had one crowd going this way, surging this way, and a crowd surging that way. And I was right in the middle of them. And thank God there was a big guy there that grabbed me and pulled me out because I was getting crushed. I couldn't breathe, you know. And so I can understand how easily somebody can get trampled in that. It's a very scary thing because there's nowhere to go. If you're in the middle of it and you've got people surging and they're pushing and you're a small person, easy to go down and get trampled. Yeah. So that's what I got. People got excited, a lot of energy. They got excited, they're pushing, and people died. Okay. I don't believe they're having demonic seances. No, people just get excited. They get overcome with emotion. They want to get closer and they surge. And people that are smaller get trampled. That's what happens. So let go of demonic seances. Why do people want to go there immediately to do something really evil? Okay. No, people just got excited. These things happen at soccer matches and things like that as well. Okay. Pete Buttigieg. I didn't hear what happened to Pete Buttigieg's son. I didn't even know he was in a hospital. What was he in the hospital for? Boy, I tell you, you're way more up on the news than I am, that's for sure. You're welcome. The health of the queen. Okay. You didn't say what was wrong with him. She's older. She's lost the man she's been with most of her life. She's starting to lose her dynamic energy. Okay. So I don't foresee her staying here too much longer. Okay. And that's pretty typical. When you have somebody that's lived most of their life with a partner and they go, usually the partner that remains doesn't stay on the planet for too long. Okay. Okay, it says, okay, they're doing the best for him that they can, trying to get the energy needed to go forward for him, but he may still not be fully out of the woods for Buttigieg's son. Okay. We've got the Four of Cups. If it's something to do with his lungs, he may still have some difficulty with them. Okay. Yeah. Broken heart syndrome. Make it to her 70th. Yeah, like I said, I don't foresee her staying for too much longer. Their energy just starts waning, because they're so used to having their partner to depend on. They've been with them most of their life. What, did she meet him when she was like 17 or something? They've been together for most of their lives. Yeah. I mean, she's tough, but that's what usually happens when you've been with somebody for a really, really long time. You're just kind of lost. Okay. Grandparents died within a year of each other. Yeah, that's common. That's very common. She was 13, married him at 21. Yeah, I mean, at 13, okay, and been with him all those years? Yeah. Was a fire in a hospital COVID ward in India an accident? I'm feeling that it was, but let's look and see. Yeah, I'm feeling that it was. We've got, because it's all about taking care of the person that's there. In those hospitals, they don't have nurses really that are taking care of the people. It's their relatives that are taking care of them. Okay, so we'd have the light shedding on it. We've got, again, family coming up with family, again, family doing what they can. So I think it was some sort of an accident caused by one of the family members, that the fire got started. Yeah. You try, so you get weird stories. Well, I'm not saying it, but then again, I don't have TV. I just have my internet thing that's on there, so that I don't get regular news. So I miss out on a lot of the stuff. Okay. So yeah, you guys got to keep me up on this stuff because I lose out on it. I haven't had regular TV for over a year. So yeah, I just miss out. But yeah, in India, you're the one that takes, if you have a relative, you're the one that has to get their food, take care of them, go get their medicine. The only thing the nurses will do is sometimes administer medicine and shots, but you have to go pick up everything yourself. Okay. It's not the same as healthcare system here. Tonight we turn our clocks back 1 hour. Yeah, it's crazy to have to go and turn them back and do all of that. But yeah. Oh, you haven't had TV for over 2 years either? Yeah. Oh, the outcome of the Ahmaud Arbery case. Well, let's see what the cards say. Yeah, they should be convicted, but they're trying to skew everything. They're trying to skew it by in the Arbery thing by having I think they only have one person of color on the jury and the rest are all white, and even the judge said this is really skewed. Okay, so let's hope that some of the white people there have a sense of honesty and integrity. Okay, that's all we can do. Hope they have honesty, integrity, that they will, this idea that they were defending themselves against an unarmed person is absolutely ridiculous. Well, of course, they're going to try to skew the evidence with the past. They're going to try to drag up the fear mode, the drama, etc., looking for some sort of a deal. Compassion, these poor guys, they were just trying to make a citizen's arrest, and but justice will prevail. Okay, it looks like they're going to look at the evidence. So Thank God for Aubrey. It looks like they will actually be convicted. Okay, let's look at Rittenhouse. What are B orders? I don't know. Oh, the borders. Okay. I'm B order. What are B? What am I missing? Increase in COVID. You know, Diane just went traveling and she came back. And when she came into the country, they weren't looking at anything. Okay. Yeah. So let's look at Rittenhouse. Okay, we're going to have to look at the strength of things when it comes to the emotion. I'm going to go on the past stuff, but looks like some things may not come out. Okay, going to try to hide some evidence, perhaps, and try to get away with it. Okay. So it looks like maybe Rittenhouse's lawyers are going to be kind of sneaky, really sneaky. Okay, so we'll have to see how that moves forward. I can't imagine that he's not going to be convicted, but it looks like his lawyers are going to try to get rid of some evidence or something, have something thrown out and not seen. So we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully my cards are 180 degrees wrong on this one. So I'm not saying that they're always perfect. They could be wrong. So we'll just, we'll see what we get. Yeah, and as far as the borders, like I said, Diane went to Egypt. To go over there, she had to jump through hoops in the other countries. Coming back here, they just waved everybody through. They didn't look as if they had vaccines, nothing. She couldn't believe it. Come on in, no problem. Okay. So, yeah, unfortunately, I don't see them closing the borders. So, what else are we talking about? Will the Navy get a ship named after Harvey Milk? In the Navy. In the Navy. Doesn't look like it real soon. You know, as far as action being taken, okay, still a lot of sleepless nights and defending for it, okay. Yeah, you could sail the 7 seas in the Navy. Oh my God, the YMCA. Those guys were a trip, huh? So yeah, I think it's too early for that. It's too much homophobia still, okay, to get that in there. I mean, let's look at what they're doing with people in the military, okay. Still having so much nonsense in there. So what else are we doing this evening? Thank you for the thumbs up, people. I appreciate it. You enlisted in the Navy, but you think your dad made the papers disappear? Well, if you're already enlisted, how is he going to make the papers disappear? I think the government is stronger than your dad, unless you're underage. Okay, if you're underage. Haven't heard his. Grew up in the Bay Area. In what years did you grow up in the Bay Area? Yeah, I lived in the Bay Area too. I lived up in Chinatown. He was your mailman? Uh-oh. Well, Letitia James indict Trump in early 2022. Wow, you lived there quite some time. 52 until 81. Trying to think what years I was there. 77. Yeah, I was there in 77. Yeah. I lived in Chinatown up in 77. Born in Oakland. I never got over to Oakland too much. I went there a couple of times, and that was about it. Well, we'll have to see, because I'm getting an end to something for the big man and a walking away. Okay, walking away. So we'll have to see if something else comes up with him. Could be an illness, or it could be, some other type of a thing coming up on him. Berkeley was your hangout for a time? Yeah, my hangout was was Cafe Trieste up in North Beach, up in San Francisco. Yeah. Will the failed attempt to assassinate Iraqi Prime Minister mean it will be tried again? More than likely. Try again until you succeed. But let's see what the cards have to say. The Prime Minister, Iraqi Prime Minister. I don't know why Billie Holiday's coming in. Yeah, Judgment. I'm getting Billie Holiday's song of, the hanging tree. Yeah. So 9 out of 10, they'll try it again. Good restaurants there, especially Italian. Yeah, they have some good restaurants up there, the Italian. One of my favorite places was Chinatown up there, where they had Edsel Fong. Edsel. He was a trip. You'd go through this little Chinese kitchen up the stairs. Okay. It was on Washington Street. It's closed now, but he would do those. They had the old dumbwaiter where you had to pull up the food, and he'd go, check it out. Be specific, like Pacific Ocean. He goes, you see this plate? This is that order. Here, you take this over to that table. He was funny. He'd have you delivering meals and everything. Edsel. He was a trip. So let's see what else. The failed attempt. We already did that. Restaurants. Yeah, I missed the dim sum up there. And in Japantown, getting really good Japanese food, and they just have nothing like that out here. Absolutely bupkis. An oil tanker truck exploded in Sierra Leone. Let's see what we get. I think I'm going to use these cards and see if it's going to give us an answer. Sierra Leone, was it an accident? What happened in Sierra Leone? Okay, I have one fly out. Let a card fly out down there. Okay, wisdom. Let's see what the other cards have to say. Yeah, LA's great, especially on Melrose. I also used to live in LA up in Los Feliz area. First night I was there, I saw coyotes. And I thought, oh, somebody dogs. Why are there dogs out wandering? And then I saw it was coyotes. I go, coyotes in LA? Are you kidding me? But it was right next to the big park out there. And coyotes would come down. A skunk came down one time, was walking in the middle of the street, waddling around. Well, just take your time. I'll just sit here and wait. So let's see. Okay, well, what we have underneath of it is wisdom, seeing in the dark. We have the sacral, so fight or flight, survival. We have the information, opportunity, that this was some sort of a burden. So I don't think it was a full-on accident, okay? It doesn't look to be an accident. There was one in New York like that. Yeah, sometimes those are the best place, the little hole in the wall restaurant, that you get over there. And they can have the best food sometimes. Yeah, I don't know if the skunk was afraid of coyotes. I didn't see coyotes at that time, just this skunk waddling down the road. A little fat guy. He wasn't starving anytime soon. And I just gave him plenty of space. Just take your time. I can wait. Okay. Oh, you worked at the Bodhi tree. I used to go to the Bodhi tree all the time. I know that place. It was so sad when it closed down. Okay. Yeah, you can lose your pets to coyotes. They have coyotes out here too. Okay. Yeah, I see them once in a while out here running. But yeah, Bodhi tree. Yeah, that was a great place. I really liked the Bodhi tree. And then they had this other little out of the way place, tea garden place that was over on Melrose as well. And the Earth Cafe is my favorite. Absolutely my favorite. The Earth Cafe, which is just right straight down from the Bodhi tree. Okay. And then they have it was right across the way, but she's moved now. Lady, what was her name? She's got the great clothing. I used to buy some of her clothing. She'd give me a really good deal on them. Yeah. You love the Earth Cafe? It's my favorite. Best coffee and food. Oh my God. Caesar salads to die for. Yeah. Lady Gaga. No, it wasn't Lady Gaga. There was a lady there that has a boutique, and she's very well known there. She does a lot of clothing and stuff for a lot of the musicians and things. Oh my God, I can't remember her name, and I used to go there all the time. I don't have any of the clothes anymore, but yeah, she made some really outstanding stuff. But I can't remember what it is. Earth, Wind, and Fire is in there. You go in there and you never know who you're going to run into. You know, I go to Earth Cafe, and well, what's his name? The gay guy that was on. Um, oh, what is his name? He's so sweet. I'd run into him at the Earth Cafe quite often, and then a lot of them. Um, you were there during Shirley MacLaine's Out on a Limb? Yeah. She's up in, Shirley MacLaine is up by Albuquerque somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, there are a lot of great. Yeah, Leslie Jordan. He was so sweet. You know, he's standing behind me in the Earth Cafe, and he was just so sweet. And you meet a lot of people in the music industry too. You just hang out and you talk, and you know, everybody was very cool there. You just hang out. It was no big thing. She's in Santa Fe now. Hmm. If I like, I've heard his book is wild. Yeah, he's. You could tell he's a wild child. Okay, it was, but very sweet guy. Okay, yeah, Leslie Jordan. He's funny. He is. He's small. He's like, you know, I'm only 5'2". Okay, and he was like to coming to here on me. Yeah. So yeah, I loved my time when I lived in LA up in Los Feliz. I think it was one of my favorite places I've ever lived. I had just a studio apartment, and it looked out over the that big park over there. Okay. So I really enjoyed it there. And yeah, they have a ton of great food, a lot of great hangout places. Yeah, the Bodhi tree was a great hangout. Yeah. I think they did carry my book in the Bodhi tree too. Yeah. So yeah, I was really sad when they closed that down. I used to buy a lot of books at Bodhi tree. Will trans people get back a more affordable hormone blocking medication? They dropped it from the list of things they made? Oh my Lord. Oh, that's horrible. That's what I mean. Some of these ones, they have absolutely no conscience, no sense of humanity. Can you imagine what it's like to be a trans person, to be born and you're in the wrong body? Can you imagine what it would be like to wake up in the wrong body? Just, well, it looks like they may have some people work on it, working on taking actions. Again, looking at these past things, trying to get through tough waters, and looking for some sort of an offer. So hopefully, hopefully that they will come up with something. Okay. Yeah, some of them are called two spirit people. I think it isn't it Native American culture. They're called two spirit people as well, and they're respected there, respected because of that. Yeah, two spirit people. They're Missy May. They're respected there because they have both psyches kind of going. Okay, so yeah, yeah, Native culture. You wish that would spread and people would be respecting of it. Yes, kiss. Oh, did you give me a nose kiss? Yes, a nose kiss. Yes. Were you practicing to be an Eskimo? Yeah. So anyway, that's it. We're done with our hour. So yes, I love you too, Missy May May. Okay. So thank you for tuning in and sharing the hour with me, and I'll see you online. Yes, Max did get groomed today. Have a great evening. Bye, everyone.